So as your IIIT exam is going to conduct, so I think it will be helpful to you. So today I'm going to start with metallurgy chapter. Okay, metallurgy. I'm covering all the bits, so it will be very helpful to you. So let's see the first question directly. I don't want to waste my time. Let's see the first question. You observe here the impurity present in the ore. So we already know that whatever the element or the compounds that we extract from the earth crust, so when you extract it, along with that, that is called as our mineral or ore. We'll calling a mineral as ore. When we get profit, then that mineral is called as ore. So when you're extracting it, the impurity is also present along it. That impurity can be what? That impurity can be rock, that can be silica, that can be clay. All these impurities are called as gang, right? So the impurity present in the ore, what we can see it as gang. What about this one, flux and the slag? Now if you observe the smelting process, whatever the hematite Fe2O3, if you take, so Fe2O3 directly, it is an oxide, or we'll be directly heating with carbon monoxide or carbon monoxide, right? So what we'll get when you heat it, this ferrous will be separated out, so that is called as our pig iron. So this molten iron that is formed, along with the molten iron, there will be non-fusible impurities stick to this ferrous. Okay, you want to remove it. So for that purpose, we will be adding one sort of compound called as our flux. Here, what is that flux will be used here? We'll be using this one, CaCO3, calcium carbonate. So this calcium carbonate will act as a flux, and this will convert this non-fusible impurity to fusible impurity. Now what happens at last, whatever the impurity is there, just think that whatever the ion is, it will be in a liquid state, molten state. Upon that, this impurity will be floating. This floating impurity is called as our slag. Understood? So what is our answer? Gang. So let's see the second question. Which of the following is a carbonate ore? So what are the carbon? If you observe the first option, what is it given? Magnesite. Okay, what is the formula for magnesite? MgCO3. Magnesite is what? MgCO3. So first option itself correct. Then what about the formula for bauxite? Bauxite is what sort of ore? Bauxite is a oxide ore. What is the chemical formula? Al2O3 2H2O. Al2O3 2H2O. Understanding? Al2O3 2H2O. Now what about the gypsum? Gypsum, you already know that CaSO4 2H2O is the chemical formula for gypsum. And galena is the ore of what? Galena is a sulfide ore. So galena chemical formula is PbS. So Pb means what? Lead. So in order to lead sulfide is called as our galena. So here what they have? Carbonate ore. Magnesite formula is what? MgCO3. So this is our answer. Next question, if you observe here, the galena is the ore of, just now we have seen that galena is what? Galena is the ore of lead, Pb. Metal that occurs in native state. This is an important, interesting one. Native means we can say that free state. Free state means whatever the metal or a compound that can be extracted directly from the earth crust. Then it is called as a native form. So what we can get from the directly from the earth crust? We can get gold, we can get silver, we can get what? See, these are the important point. So no means low reactive elements, we can simply say it as our native form. So here if you see the options, what are the options they have given? Lead, that is wrong. Au, it is correct. So gold. The most abundant metal in the earth crust. Usually whenever we see this most abundant metal, we just simply click for this option called as iron. That is wrong. If you observe here, the most abundant in first position comes our aluminium. Aluminium is present in each and every ore. Okay, most percentage of aluminum is present in the bauxite. Okay, so the first position most abundant metal, if you observe, you just keep it as aluminium. If they ask the second most abundant metal, then we can simply say that is our iron. So answer is what? Where is that answer question? Yeah, Pb. Sorry, aluminium. Now see the next one. Which of the following metal can replace the copper from the solution of copper sulfate? Which can replace the copper from the solution of copper sulfate? Can you tell me? What are the options they have given? Silver they have given, gold they have given, zinc they have given, platinum they have given. If you observe these options, silver, gold, platinum, these three are low reactive series metals. Low reactive. What are the elements comes to low reactive? That is our gold, silver, platinum, mercury. These elements usually comes under low reactive. Can you say what are the elements present in high reactive? High reactive. Very easy to remember, you know. Very easy to remember this one. You just remember a phrase called as Kanaka manages all. Very easy thing. Kanaka manages all. See, means Kanaka thinks that Kanaka is a girl, she is managing all things. So Kanaka manages also. K is called as potassium, Na is called as sodium, Ca is called as calcium, Mg is called as magnesium, Al is called as aluminium. So very easy. So this comes under highly reactive. Just now we have seen the low reactive. So rather than this, if any other element or they have given in the option, that comes under moderate reactive. Okay, so what is that answer? We can simply say that zinc. Okay, let's see the next question. Let me drag upwards. Yeah, see the next question. Which of the following element occurs in free state? Again, sound word. Free state means that is our gold. Next one, in the reactivity metals, this aluminium, gold, silver and copper in the increasing. So increasing order of reactivity series they are asking. Usually you know that silver comes under low reactive, that comes at the last. If you observe here, if you observe this series, or not, nothing is coming at the last, so all these three is wrong. So we can simply say it as what? Option number, tell me option number one only, right? Understanding? Understood or not, everyone? So option number 1. Eighth one is option number 1. Sorry. See the next question. The second most abundant metal. So easy one. Second most. Just now I said first one is our aluminium. Second is our iron. The second most what is the most abundant metal is our iron. See the next question. The process of coating of zinc over ferrous. You always remember, if we coat one metal over the another metal, that process is called as our galvanization. So it is option number B. Iron fine ore contains sulfur in it. So what is that? They have given calamine, they have given siderite, iron pyrites, then fluorspar. So what will comes under our sulfur? Which type of ore contains sulfur in it? They are asking. Sulfur. Now if you observe this iron pyrites, what is the chemical formula for iron pyrites? Everyone knows that is our Fe2. So iron pyrites comes under sulfur, contains ore called as sulfur in it. So that is our iron pyrites. So 11 over. So you see here I'm thinking to discuss around 150 bits, maybe 160 or 170 in this chapter. Usually I'm saying I usually say the Zoom class. Those who are interested, they can give me a message. I'll be giving your number. So usually we have completed our polytechnic classes for a group of students, and we are waiting for the result. And the next batch we have not started because we are waiting for this notification. Then only we can start our next batch. So till that time, I have seen that many people are very much eager to start reading these concepts so that they can attend the seat in the IIIT exam. That is the reason I have started. I think that this is a demo session. You can take it, and those who are very much interested, they can give me a message, and they'll be I will be taking all whoever will be messaging me. I'll be discussing with them because there is a Zoom class. Along with that, 2 more teachers will be there. As you know that it may be maths, physics, chemistry, and biology. So biology. So that is the reason we are waiting whether biology is there or not. They just simply said that science. So a detailed notification, until we get the detailed notification, we cannot start the class. And those who are simply watching these classes, like some other people are already started this class, IIIT class, and they are giving these ranks. You don't believe them, because until you get a clarification what is the subject present in it, we can start. In Polyset, we already know that we have got 3 subjects: maths, physics, chemistry. So I have dealt with physics and chemistry, and another faculty has dealt with maths. So if biology is there, we have 3 faculties. It's me, and 1 maths faculty and 1 biology faculty is there. That is the reason we are waiting. If it starts, we can have our classes. Let's continue with there. So see the next question. Which of the following is an amphoteric oxide? So first thing, amphoteric. Now, amphoteric is nothing but whatever the metal or metal compound which can act as acid and base. They are called amphoteric oxide. Like usually, it will be zinc, lead, aluminium, ferrous. All comes under amphoteric oxide. Metals comes under can combine. Amphoteric oxide. It is also called hydroxide. So here, as I said, aluminium. So we can simply say that it is our Al2O3, which is not a sulfide ore of metal. So which is not a sulfide ore of metal. They are asking. Which is not a sulfide ore of metal. Can you say it? Can you guess it? Argentite they have given, zinc blende they have given, then galena they have given, and dolomite they have given. Now sulfide ore. If you observe here, this one, dolomite. Do you know what is the formula for dolomite? Dolomite. Usually those who attend my Zoom class, I'll be discussing each and every topic in detail. So there I'll be discussing what are the different types of ore. We have got sulfide ore, we have got sulfate ore, halide ores, nitrate ores, oxide ores, carbonate ores. Dolomite is MgCO3 dot CaCO3. That is the chemical formula for dolomite, MgCO3 dot CaCO3. So which is not a sulfide ore, so it is a carbonate ore. So we can simply say that dolomite is our answer. Okay, that page is over. So in this, I'm thinking to keep it as 3 sets. At first set, I'm thinking to cover 50 bits. Okay, let's see the next question. Let me zoom the question paper. 1 minute. Okay. Okay, let's see the question. Okay, it's not. Actually, it is not. My God. Yeah, which of the following alloys do not contain any copper in it? Which do not contain any copper in it, they have given. So if you see the options, what are the options given? Bronze they have given, bell metal they have given, solder they have given, brass they have given. So which is the right answer here? If you observe here in bronze, it contains copper. You already knows it. Sorry. Bell metal also contains copper in it, and the brass also contains copper in it. So the answer is solder. Which of the following is the least abundant metal in the earth crust? Least abundant metal. Least abundant, which is tell me which is present in least abundant. 1 minute. Yeah, which is present in least abundant metal in the earth crust? What are the options they have given? Aluminum they have given, potassium they have given, ferrous they have given, calcium they have given. We can simply say that aluminum is present as an abundant metal, ferrous is an abundant metal, calcium is an abundant metal. So only one is left, that is our potassium. Okay. Mineral is called an ore. Just now I said few minutes back. What about the metal or the compound that we extract from the earth crust? If you are getting profit from it, then we can say that it is a ore. So we should get profit. So if you observe the option, where is the profit? Yeah, profitability. So option number C is our answer. Concentration by fourth flotation is applicable for which of the following ore? We know that fourth flotation. If you see the word fourth flotation, we'll be simply keeping it as what it is a sulfide ore. We'll be saying it as sulfide ores. So if you see the option is an oxide ores, and these are sulfide ores. Think goodness. Okay, let me drag the paper upwards. 17th question. Okay, specific gravity of the slag. See, there is a method, the 4 methods: hand picking method, fourth flotation method, mantle separation method. One more is there, that is also called as we will be saying washing method, right? There is another name for washing. It is called as gravity separation method. Gravity separation method. What are the okay? For what purpose we will be using this gravity separation method? If you see what are the options they have given, more or less, the metal depending on the metal, less than the molten metal. Yes, this one is the answer. Less boiling point or melting point. So that is option number B. Poling process is employed for the removal of blister copper. I think you are remembering when the 10th class. I don't know, your teacher would have told it. So blister copper. Oh, what is that? Copper from cupric oxide. So 19th is our C. The highly electropositive metal that cannot be extracted. So I'll be explaining all these things. If you join the class, we'll be having a Zoom class, so that each and every person can see it. So if it is a if it is live streaming, okay, in the YouTube, but if it is already recorded, if you're sending to the as a premiere, if any doubt occurs to the person, that doubt cannot be cleared. That is the main problem here. Understand? And at the same time, if it is the live streaming also, some technical issues will come usually. So that is the reason we are going through with the Zoom class. So that such that whatever the doubts that comes in your mind, that can be clarified there itself. That is the next one. Polling process is that's no word. The high electro metals can be extracted. See, electrolysis method is used for what purpose? Electrolysis, we already know that electrolysis is used for to extract the molten salts or fused salts. Okay, highly electropositive metal cannot be extracted by carbon reduction because they cannot be reduced by carbon. Metal oxides cannot be reduced by carbon. That is the reason. That is the answer. Metal oxides cannot be reduced by carbon. Let's see the 24th question. 21st question. Tarnishing of silver. Tarnishing of silver, it is due to the presence of hydrogen sulfide, that is H2S. Pyrochemical process in the metallurgy is carried out in a structure called as blast furnace. That is our D. Highly reactive, Kanaka manages all, is what? K. Moderate reactive, that is all zinc, ferrous, that comes under moderate reactive. Low reactive, that is our, we already know that, gold. Corrosion is our A. So what is that answer? CD only? Yeah, CD. Where is that option? CD. Sorry. DC. BA. Option number B. Yeah. Over 1 minute. Let me rub it. Yes. Let's see the next page. Oh my god. Very last time is left. Let me see it. Okay. Bauxite. Few minutes back, I told bauxite is aluminum oxide Al2O2H2O Cinnabar. Now you tell me, anyone will tell the chemical formula for Cinnabar. Cinnabar is also called as the ore of sulfide ore. It is HGS. Cinnabar is HGS. Epsom salt. Oh, very good. Epsom salt. If you don't know Epsom salt, you just see this hematite Fe2O3. So Epsom salt is what? MgSO4 7H2O. So that is the answer. Let's see the next one. You just check it. What is that option given there? I have already told the answer. The fusible product formed when the impurity present on the ore with the flux is called. Yes, fusible product. What is that? Just a few minutes back when I told what of the fusible salt is that will be floating over the molten metal, that is called as our slag, which will make it as fusible salt, our flux. Okay. Which of the following metal has low reactivity? Gold. For the purification of blister copper, that is situation is suitable. A few minutes back when I told, that is our polling. Flux, that is used in the extraction of iron. Silica, flux, that is our limestone, CaCO3. What is that fusible impurity form? That is our silica. To remove the silica, silica is our non-fusible impurity. Understood? Silica is a non-fusible impurity. To remove that only will be SiO2 silica. To remove that, we reacting with the CaO. First we heat it, CO3, calcium carbonate, will get CaO plus CO2. That CaO will react with SiO2. This is our non-fusible impurity. Whatever the product will get, CaSiO3, calcium silicate, that is our fusible impurity. The next one, the flux that is used in the, that's what you just now we have seen. Let's see the next question. Yeah, carnallite is the ore of carnallite. Tell me, anyone will tell carnallite? See the options. PB they have given, PB they have given, Mg they have given, Hg they have given, zinc they have given. If you observe that there is a question they have asked in TS Poliset 2017 they have asked this question. What is that? Carnallite is the ore of, they have given carnallite. So you know the carnallite is the ore of magnesium. Okay, the chemical process which ore is heated in the absence of air. See here, there are two concepts, that is our in the presence of air, in the absence of air. You know, chicken roasting, in the roasting, whatever, how you will do the chicken roasting in the presence of air, oxygen is required. So you just remember, if it is roasting in the presence of air, 1 minute, and if it is roasting, it is presence of air. If it is absence of air, it is called as calcination. Calcination is our answer. One of the following is obtained by self photodeduction, that is our copper. So why is the reason? There is a process. That's all explanation I cannot give here. As I told that whoever is interested, they can join the class. I'll be giving this number down below this video link. Nice. Okay. As I said, let's see the next question. All these details I cannot say now. Now the following metal is obtained by the auto reduction of its sulfide. Auto reduction of its sulfide. Now what is that auto reduction of its sulfide? Just now we have seen auto reduction copper. Then what is our answer? Just now they have given. The ore of calcium metal among the following is calcium metal among the following is they have asked. Okay, what is that? Calcium metal. If you observe here, rock salt. You know, rock salt is an halide ore. I'll be saying all these things if you come to the classes, Zoom classes when it starts. So rock salt chemical formula is NaCl. So it is a, what is that? Ore of calcium metal. The following is what? Rock salt. Okay, let me drag upwards. Only one question is left behind down. The purpose of smelting of ore is to dash it. For what purpose we will do smelting? Very easy question they have asked. To reduce it only, right? Okay, let's see the next question. 50 is not over. One more page is there. Become 50. Okay. Which of the following metal is present in the anode and anode mud during the electrolytic refining of copper? So in the electrolytic refining, cathode will be acting as a pure metal. We'll be using a pure metal as a cathode, and impure metal can be act as a anode, and whatever the during the electrolysis, whatever the impurities present in the electrolyte, that will be deposited on the anode, that will be called as our anode mud. So in that, what is the metal which will act as impurity present in it? So 35th question they have asked, right? See the option they have given: iron, sodium, aluminium, gold. So what is that answer? We can simply say that our iron is our answer. 36th question: rusting of iron takes place. Rusting of iron takes place where? Where? In my house? No. In your house? No, no. In the ordinary water? Oh, yes, it will happen. Distilled water? Oh my god, distilled water also we can use? Yes, we can use both ordinary and distilled water. We can, because rusting is required only in the presence of, rusting is occurs only in the presence of moisture and air. So moisture can be a purified water or ordinary water. Okay, principle behind the fourth flotation. Wetting process. Wetting is the process. Okay, wetting of ore. That is our answer, wetting. No need to see the remaining options. A goldsmith aluminum thermate process. The thermate mixture is, so it's a reaction. When I'll be saying this class this topic, we'll be saying I will discuss all these things. The answer, if you observe here. So how many parts of Fe2O3 and how many parts of aluminum they have? Us, will be usually our 3 parts of Fe2O3 and 1 part of Al. Okay. Let's see the next one. In metrological extraction of iron, which of the following process takes place in the reverberatory furnace? Which will takes place in the reverberatory furnace? It's conversion of iron to iron, iron oxide to iron. Option number C is our answer. Would be okay. Conversion of iron oxide to iron takes place in the reverberatory furnace. Okay. Anything else? Oh, sure there. During the electrolysis of molten salt, the metals are always produced red. Metals are usually produced red. They are asking. Oh my God! Someone came. So here, usually, we just a few minutes back only we have seen that impurities present in the anode. So metals will be formed at the cathode only. That anode will act as anode mud. Thermite reaction involves a reaction of metal oxide with what? Thermite process. Thermite process. In the thermite process, Fe2O3 reacts with aluminum, so aluminum is our answer. Zinc blend. Zinc blend is ZNS. Zinc blend is ZNS, man. Magnesite, thing starting question is that one only. Magnesite, MgCO3. Zincite. Zincite is ZNO. Zincite is ZNO, man. Carbonite, remaining whatever is left, that is our carbonite. Okay, let's see the next question. Yeah, our last page, up to 50 only I will say. Remaining I'll be saying in the next set. If you liked it, then only I'll be saying in the next set. Otherwise, why to waste your time and why to waste my time, right? Yeah. Question. Oh my God, one portion is okay. Fourth rotation method is used for purification of sulfide ore. That's an important easy question. Reducing agent in thermite process. Aluminium. Yeah, this one is a really interesting one. Decreasing reactivity. Ferrous, copper, magnesium, calcium, zinc, and silver. They have given. You are asking to arrange the decreasing order of reactivity. Decreasing order of reactivity. So what we get just now, we said reactivity decreasing order means low reactivity will be at the last. So all those gold, silver, all this will be present at the last. So if you observe the option, we can simply remove this option D and option B, because at the last product diagram, sorry, that is wrong, that is a gold or silver should be at the last, because those are low reactive. So option elimination method we can use it. Now if you should see this option A and option C, so highly reactive is our calcium. Kanaka manages all. Kanaka manages all. So in both options they start with C and Mg. Okay. Now if zinc come first or ferrous will come first? Zinc come first or ferrous will come first? Tell me. Always zinc come first, then comes the ferrous. So option number A is our answer. A. The correct decreasing order of reactivity of metals: ferrous, cobalt, lead, copper. The decreasing order of reactivity they have asked. So what is the reactivity decreasing order? So we can say ferrous, cobalt, lead, and copper is our reactivity. Roasting is carried out two. Roasting is carried out two. Removing is carried out to remove. We can say remove C and S as impurity. Wrong. Metal ore convert now sulfide ore to oxide. So remove water from hydration. That is also, it's an important topic. Remove water from hydration. It's an answer. Which is correct in the following? It is correct in the following they have asked. What is that? We know that to the gang non-fusible impurity will be there, then we'll be adding the flux. So fusible impurity is called as slag. So gang plus flux is called as slag. Option number D. Your 49th question, which is not feasible, which is not feasible, which cannot be reacted, which reaction is wrong they have asked. Among this, if you observe here, okay, and if you observe this spot, Ag and Cu, there is a series of reactivity that is called as we have a small interesting phrase. Please stop calling me a cute zebra. I like her call smart goat. It's a reactivity series. I won't say what are all these things. As I said, time is limited. If you are interested, just come to the online class and we'll be discussing all these things. So in that, if you observe here, after copper only zinc will come. Sorry, not zinc. What is that? Silver will come. Below of copper, you'll get the silver. Okay. So here, silver is a low reactive element. So low reactive element cannot replace the high reactive element. So that is our answer, option number D. Pick out the odd one: galena, zinc blende, cinnabar, bauxite. Pick out the odd one they have given. That is our bauxite only, man. Why? Because galena, cinnabar, all are sulfide ores. Galena is PBS, cinnabar, zinc blende is ZNS, cinnabar is HGS, galena is PBS. So all are sulfide ores. Only bauxite, you know that, it's an oxide ore. So with this, I have completed our what is that? Set A question. So if you're really interested, then I'll be making this set B questions. So I hope everyone understood. And if you're interested in our Zoom class, so shortly we'll be starting our Zoom class. So there will be little fees for it. Because why? Because we'll be conducting, we'll be having more than 30 plus mock tests. Okay, 30 plus, we can simply say 30 plus mock test, and every day we'll be having a worksheet. It is not that some others, I have seen other channels, they'll be keeping 10 bits, 10 bits and 10 bits they will be giving for 20 marks, and they will be giving saying that it's a grand test. It's a wrong, man. We will be conducting already. If you know the previous people who has taken class from our coaching, also they knows it. We'll be having a full lengthy paper, 120 bits for the pulse set. So here 100 bits, we'll be having a 100 bits paper. Along with that, mock test will be present, will be there, and daily worksheet will be given to you. Understanding? So these all these things we had to do it. So there will be a little price you have to pay for it. So everyone will say, then you'll be having you'll be thinking that every people will say low price, but they'll be taking from us 4,000, 5,000, and 10,000, this much amount of money. So that much amount will be not be present. Very less cost, we can say it. Understood? Thank you. If you are interested, according to the likes and according to the comments, I'll be making this at B. Thank you. This is Madhu Mahesh Raj signing off. Bye.